Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Ali Lutfi, for the very inspiring remarks. It is finally now left to me to try to summarize the discussion with the help of the Secretariat, who has been keeping copious notes. So in this roundtable, speakers stress that digital accessibility is key for the realization of the rights of persons with disabilities and to promote independent living and inclusion, especially as our world is becoming increasingly digital in education, employment, healthcare, transport, financial services, and many other facets of life. However, digital technology is not accessible for many persons with disabilities. We heard that lack of awareness, lack of know-how, and unaffordability of assistive technology for persons with disabilities remain key obstacles. We heard inspiring examples promoting digital accessibility, such as subsidies to assistive technology, video call services with remote sign language interpretation, distribution of free devices to persons with disabilities, establishment of accessibility requirements in public procurement, training of persons with disabilities in digital accessibility, auditing and consultancy services, ensuring that government services are designed with digital accessibility in mind. On the way forward, speakers suggested more investment in education and outreach, particularly in training businesses on digital accessibility, involving key partners and working with organizations of persons with disabilities, adopting accessibility standards and legislation, using human-centered and inclusive approaches in developing digital technologies, developing policies to promote digital accessibility for underrepresented groups such as persons with deafblindness, persons with disabilities in rural areas, and women with girls and disabilities, providing economic assistance to persons with disabilities to support access to digital technologies, and provide assistive technology in schools. As we end this discussion today, let me take a moment to add a thought of my own. All of us in this room are committed to the rights of persons with disabilities, committed to the cause of accessibility. But it is a fact that the world has always been unfair, discriminatory, and unequal to those with disabilities. That is why we needed a CRPD in the first place. It is also a fact that we have always played catch-up and continue to do so. But there are new frontiers that are opening in digital technology, such as artificial intelligence, which has the potential to either be a boon or a bane. It was the Special Rapporteur, Jared Quinn, who warned us yesterday by saying that while we have always played catch-up during the third industrial revolution, the internet, we cannot afford to do so in the fourth industrial revolution. If we do not integrate the accessibility discourse in AI from inception, there may not be a chance to even play catch-up. So perhaps the fight has just begun. Therefore, let us proceed from today's discussion with the intention to reinvigorate ourselves, rejuvenate ourselves, and with dedication, continue in our common endeavor to make the world a better place for those with disabilities. On behalf of my fellow co-chair, Dr. Muhammad Ali Lutfi, I would like to thank all our distinguished panelists, all delegates and participants from the civil society community and the United Nations system for your valuable contributions that enrich the discussion of our roundtable on the important issue of digital accessibility for persons with disabilities. I wish to acknowledge with sincere thanks the capable support and service of the Secretariat, notably UNDESA, and all our interpreters, card service providers, and sign language interpreters, among many others who work tirelessly behind the scenes and help to deliver this successful discussion. A special thank you to the translators who agreed to go out of the way and extend their services beyond the allocated time limit. Thank you for all your work. I would also like to remind all speakers to consider sending their statements to e-statements@un.org for posting in the UN Journal no later than 2 hours after delivery, if you may wish to do so. Roundtable 2 is now formally concluded. Thank you.